Alright, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to start this lesson off by giving all the praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Rakakudash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Honors to all the brothers who are still firmly pushing the word in sincerity and in faith. Shalom to all the sincere believers. Now, this lesson is going to be a quick one just based on this historic flooding that's swamping Washington state. Federal emergency declared ahead of another round of rain. So through the Spirit, I'm going to read some of this article, get some precepts. In the words of Will, you're edified. It says historic river flooding has swamped the state of Washington, resulting in the closure of numerous of vital major highways, evacuation orders for thousands of Washingtonians, and dozens of emergency rescues across the state. On December 12th, an emergency declaration was signed by President Donald Trump as Washington begins to assess the damage from the widespread flooding that will prompt a hefty, drawn-out recovery that has first responders, state officials, and employees, and the people of Washington working around the clock. Thus far, there have been no reported deaths in Washington from the flooding, though emergency rescue crews have made dramatic rescues across the state. Marine rescue teams, aerial helicopter teams, local authorities, state agencies, and the Washington National Guard have reported dozens of rescues as the widespread flooding has forced thousands to evacuate their homes. Said the situation is truly historic. Rivers like the Skagit River and the Cedar River are literally facing and experiencing historic levels of flooding. So this is something the people of the state of Washington have not faced before, this level of flooding, Governor Bob Ferguson said in a press conference Friday. Said after a brief reprieve, yet another atmospheric river is forecast to move over the region beginning Sunday night, introducing an additional round of precipitation to the swamped region. The emergency declaration comes after a state of emergency was declared on December 10th by Governor Ferguson, who expressed his gratitude as the state continues to map out the extent of damage ahead of another spell of rain and river surges. Said the situation is extremely unpredictable. We saw that in Burlington last night. National Guard service members went door to door Friday morning in Burlington in Skagit County, evacuating the entire city of nearly 11,000 after the Gages Slow River began flooding into homes, according to county officials. And seeing as we're in the last days, this is exactly what people should be expecting. More of these storms, more of these floods, more tornadoes, more destructive and potentially deadly judgments or events to take place. Isaiah 29:6, Thou shalt be visited of the Lord Yahweh of hosts with thunder and with earthquake and great noise, with storm and tempest and the flame of devouring fire. And that's exactly what the Lord is visiting this world with: earthquakes, storms, tempest, and fires. Japan recently got hit with an earthquake. Certain parts of America are getting hit with storms and tempests. Certain parts of the world are getting hit with fires. So we are definitely in that time. Come on. Isaiah 28:2, Behold, the Lord hath a mighty and strong one, which has a tempest of hail and a destroying storm, as a flood of mighty waters overflowing shall cast down to the earth with the hand. And that's what the Lord did. He sent a rainstorm that resulted in rivers out there in Washington overflowing, and now the streets are flooded, people's homes are flooded, neighborhoods are flooded. And for those of us of the hopeful elect who are paying attention and who are locked into these scriptures, these kind of events are of no surprise to us. They're only surprise to these wicked people who aren't paying attention. Psalms 83:14, as the fire burneth a wood, and as the flame setteth the mountains on fire. Verse 15, so persecute them with thy tempest, and make them afraid with thy storm. And clearly that's what the Heavenly Father is doing. Dishing out tropical storms and rainstorms and lightning storms and hailstorms and causing flooding, forcing people to have to evacuate from their home. The Lord is steady bringing judgment to this wicked society, this wicked system that we're living in. Baruch 4:32. Miserable are the cities which thy children serve. Miserable is she that received thy sons. And these cities here, especially here in America, are being made miserable. All the different judgments that are taking place, the storms, the tempests, the fires, the earthquakes, the ice raids on people, the flooding, the power outages. Things are just steadily getting worse, just as the men of the Lord have been saying that things were going to get. Second Timothy 3:1, this know also that in the last days perilous times shall come. You look up the definition of perilous, and it means full of danger or risk. And we're clearly in some dangerous times with all these different events taking place. Tornadoes and earthquakes and hailstorms and torrential rainstorms that result in flash floods, power outages, fires. And it's only going to get a lot worse. And we have to keep reiterating that because people are not understanding. This is the work of the Lord. The Lord is about to shut down this wicked system that we're living in, and he's going to shut it down through various judgments. This system is not going to go out peacefully and smoothly. It's going to go out through chaos and violence and death and destruction. Luke 21:36, watch ye therefore and pray always, that ye may be accounted worthy to escape all these things that shall come to pass, to stand before the Son of Man. And that's right. That's what those of us of the hopeful elect are supposed to be doing. We're supposed to be watching, paying attention to what's going on, not only wherever we live, but all over the world as well. It says, and pray always that ye may be accounted worthy to escape all these things that shall come to pass, to stand before the Son of Man. And that's right. All the storms, the tempests, the fires, the earthquakes, the volcano eruptions, the famines, the pestilences, the food riots, the race wars, the civil wars, all of these different events that the Lord is about to unleash upon this earth. Those of us of the hopeful elect should be praying that the Lord accounts us worthy to escape these things. Because these wicked people, they're not going to escape. They're going to get caught up in these different judgments of the Lord, and they're going to get destroyed. And there is no getting out of it, because these judgments are coming. The Lord has already set it in motion. The Lord has already spoken it. And the Lord is not a man that he should lie. So if he says he's going to do something, he's going to do it. If he says he's going to bring destruction upon a certain place, then that's exactly what he intends to do. All the people that run around scoffing and scorning at the men of the Lord, saying that, oh, you guys have been saying that for decades. Y'all been saying that this place was going to get destroyed, and it's still here. That's because the Heavenly Father moves on his own time. The Heavenly Father has a specific time and a specific day when he's going to unleash that judgment. We're not there yet. But we're clearly getting close. That's why everything is getting worse. The economies are getting worse. The storms, tempests, fires, and earthquakes are getting worse. Because we're living in the last days. And Thawadi Yahweh Shem Yahushai for putting the spirit on those of us of the hopeful elect to be able to see it and to understand what's happening and to take it seriously. Unlike these wicked people who think that this is a joke and think that this is a game until that destruction gets dropped on top of them. And then they're crying, you know, and they're wondering why that happened. Because the Lord, He's not playing with these people. Like it says in Psalm 7 and 11, Yahweh judgeth the righteous, and Yahweh is angry with the wicked every day. That's why every day people get wounded, every day people get killed, every day destruction in some shape or form is brought upon people. Because that's the anger of the Lord being manifested. These people got lied to and told that the Lord loves everybody. And clearly He doesn't. That's why men, women, and children are getting put to death out here daily. Because the Lord does not love everybody. And these people are going to find that out in the harshest ways possible in these last days. Those of us of the hopeful elect, however, we have to stay locked in. We got to keep our eyes on the prize, which is the kingdom of heaven, and just moving righteously towards that light at the end of the tunnel. Which the light at the end of the tunnel is our salvation and the destruction of the wicked system that we are currently in. So with that, I'm going to wrap it up here. In closing, I want to give all the praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai Ba'ashem Rakakwadash. The Wadi Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai for putting the spirit on me to do this lesson. Double honors to the apostles and elders, a great millstone. Honors to all the brothers who are still firmly pushing the word in sincerity and in faith. Shalom to all the sincere believers. Hope you all stay strong, stay safe, stay fervent, stay circumspect, stay prayed up, and Adawan Ratazah. Till next time, Shalom.